bright side somewhere. Let me see it. There's a bright side somewhere. Don't you stop.
Okay. Nice to meet y'all. I was in the LMDC. I just got out of prison. I did 5 years when I was in Metro. I was talked to the officer, and they got a bunch of footage on it, but he busted my tooth and damaged my nerves, and it's all messed up in my mouth. They didn't do nothing for me. They just shipped me to prison, get me out of their way, filed grievances and everything else. When I got to prison, all the paperwork that I had, they threw it away. So they have it on camera. The sergeant there was telling me I need to press the issue, but I had no way of doing that being incarcerated. So it happened in 2018, and I just got out, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do. That's pretty much it.
All right, okay. Well, let's go there right over to our legal after the meeting. Anybody got any questions or yes? Okay, so you're gonna see that young man over there after the meeting, and okay. You all, we are definitely concerned about the jail. We keep hearing the jail keep popping up, and we do have an open door to the jail. We already have some folks that's going to represent us, and we're going to the jail, and we're going to be looking, and while we're in there, we're going to be asking questions about the cases, and what about DOJ? Are they going to touch us? Not. Maybe we may want to do our own investigation of the jail ourselves. All right. Yes. Did you have something on the jail?
There is no statute of limitations in the county. Yes. So if you were assaulted and when you get circumstances, you would be, there is no statute of limitations on that.
Okay. I thank you. We got a yes, sir.
Y'all put this in. I always approach the things, citizenship, the way Paul approached it. And as citizens, we have certain rights. But we citizens, what he didn't have, we have certain authorities. Now we, as citizens, are in authority over the police. They are our employees. Now what happened to the Roman guard? They was put to death. They hurt somebody so bad, like killing somebody. Or you beat really bad if they mistreated a citizen. This is where Roman got all their money, because of citizens. So you had to protect them from the bullies. What we have here is a situation where those in authority assert that. We are an authority, you are employees, okay, you're gone. We don't tolerate this. So that judge just want to put that in.
Okay. Well, thank you. Let us move quickly. I'll get right back to you. Let's go to our next concern. Is that sister? Come on up and share with us about your concern for your son, and bring us up to date. Yes.
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock is my son's sentence. It's in the morning at 10 o'clock. If y'all can be there.
What courtroom and?
Judge Jane, 3rd floor, in the federal building. If you can't be there, just send up prayer, because that's what we've been really doing, is really praying about the situation tomorrow. I spoke with the attorney. The attorney told me that the prosecuting attorney is trying to throw him up under the bus. So we know what that means. But what the Word of God says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I'm leaning and depending on the Word of God.
Okay, that's tomorrow at 10. Let's make sure that we, what's his name?
Charles Orlando Cater.
K-A?
C-A-T-E-R.
Okay, Kana, Charles Kana. That's tomorrow at 10. Now, where is the federal? Which federal?
On Broadway.
On Broadway, 6 in Broadway, where we went for Grand Master Jam.
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. All right. Do we have any other cases that we are working on here? Okay, let me get ready. Introduce yourself again and tell us what you would like to see them when I go to the jail. Our last report on the jail. We've been in school.
Reginald Primus. I moved to Louisville 16 years ago. I've had my share of ins and outs, ups and downs. I've seen a lot of unnecessary situations when they could have went in a different route. We share our problems. That's what we all doing here. And a lot of times we didn't speak up, and that's when things went south for us. And we take a lot of things that have been dished out to us because we feel like we don't have resources. I've been, here long enough to try and attempt on a lot of different things, like introducing, and implementing a program of life skills into the JCPS system. But that was to this, it didn't pan out. I've been a constant vessel for sharing, with youth and as well as my children, because we have to arm them at home. It starts at home. If you don't, start when they're, toddlers, when they become old enough to understand, they may lead and lean to their own understanding. Peer pressure. It's easy for people to get in your ear and say something and don't really know how it's going to end for you. They encourage you to do the wrong thing. Sometimes, it's bad enough. My best thinking got me in my worst situations. I'm here just to listen to what, Bishop Lyons has, say, as well as what I have to offer and to bring to the table. I do have a growing ministry I'm building, it's armor building ministry. I've been at it for like the last 8 years. I'm a small vessel, and a small congregation of listeners and people that put things into action. And it's about resources. I'm going to go back to that word. We think that we are down and out, we're not. You can be down, but you ain't out. My pops used to tell me, and day above ground, it's a good day.
Amen. And so we definitely want to find out from you where you fit in, and hey, come on, join the team. We join your team, and together we can get some things done. This is a good time for us in the community to bring our program and our resources together. Let me hear from, thank you, let's hear from our jail. I talked to the director of the jail. He was waiting on us last week. He's back. He said his door's open, and so we definitely have a seat. And not only do we have a seat, but we have his ear, because he really wants us, because he lives right there at 27 for 20 some years, and his kids look like my kids. And so the director of the jail, he goes to the jail, and they call him like they calling me. And so he definitely serious about making some changes. What's your last report? And I want us to get together around some questions, our concerns, and write them down so I can get it to him, fax it to him, email the questions that when we sit at the table, he already has our questions, so we won't go off into la-la land. But we are doing our huddle up here, and this is where we want him to address and answer our concerns, not only your questions, but my questions too. So Let me get your last dating up to date.
So as of yesterday.
Okay, we stand here. Yeah.
As of yesterday, I went to a court date for an inmate, and I was told that by the medical lead of the prison has not been met. He has multiple access.
Okay, let me, while we're doing this, let's write, somebody write this down, because we can use this. Okay, you got it written down. Then whatever else anybody want to add to those concerns, then she can, let me see them, then we can email them to him tonight. And when we do sit down, he already has, I think. So the one you said it was...
medical needs that they need in the jail, they're not meeting the standards of the inmate. That's how that one fellow passed away. He came intoxicated. That's how he ended up dying, because they're not watching the inmates. Also, I went to a court yesterday for an inmate, and he has not had his medical need. He's been having an abscess that went to his bloodstream, and they gave him an antibiotic, only one, and then it came back again, triple, which is still in his mouth, and they gave him an antibiotic yesterday before court. So they're not getting the medical needs. Also for mental health, they only have one caseworker. One, they can't get nobody to stay with the jail or the guys, so they need caseworkers for mental health. But that's all that I have right now.
Okay, so our one question is, I guess number one would be health. And under health, we are concerned about the physical health of the inmates and also the mental health care of the inmates. Yes.
One question, I mean, what is the SOP? What's the standard operating procedure? When we have an inmate that has this, what is the jail responsible? What are they supposed to do? And unless we know what they're supposed to do, then how do we know what's getting done? So, yeah, what's the procedure? Jail, this inmate comes in with this. What do you do? Does all of your medical staff know about it? Are they trained? Because that's your standard. I'm a medic in the military, so I don't mean to come off too hard, but there's a procedure. What's the SOP, standard operating procedure, when an inmate presents with this? What are you supposed to do? Is everybody aware of the procedure? And what point do you...
It goes for, and that
Whatever condition...
okay,
Whatever, when we say present, that's when you go to the emergency room. Presents with finger bent, slammed in the door, left pain, right pain, headache. What do you do? What is the standard operating procedure for this injury, for this disease, for this illness? And unless everybody in the jail knows it, unless they're qualified, they should know it. But jail, that needs to be posted in the medical room so everybody knows what to do.
Okay.
Lack of communication.
Thank you. All right, anybody else want to get another question we need to ask? Our concern, we're talking about jail. Any other concerns we need to have at the jail?
Yeah, I wanted to know what happened, Lorenzo, with the filing of these motions that we had.
Is that on the jail?
Yeah, it's on the jail. For my brother, we was filing, and I got the word back that they said that it's a fee of $400 and something.
So we need to ask a question, what procedure of filing the complaint? Is it against the jail?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is, are you writing this down, Bridgewater? What is the procedure of filing a complaint?
Yeah, because we went to do it, and they're saying that you got to pay $400
Okay.
What are procedures?
Okay. File a complaint.
I spoke to someone
Okay.
down there, and they told me that they're not supposed to charge you in order to file a complaint. That's illegal.
Okay. So let's get some clarity from the horse's mouth. So when we go in. All right. Another question. We got health and standard operating procedure and filing complaints. Yes.
And where are the social workers that's supposed to be making their rounds? When I had that inmate that passed away, there was no lack of social workers being on every door.
Okay. All right.
I just want to clarify something.
Yeah, you just can't put SOP, you need the SOP intake, because they're standard operating procedures every area.
Yes.
So we're concerned about the intake when when they first get there.
Okay, and another question. This is about the jail. We're gonna be talking to them. Yes, question.
Yeah, one question more of an answer. When you directed that about the fee, if that had violated the inmate's rights as an inmate going to trial and affected how they're going to be presented in trial, the inmate can walk. He's free.
Okay.
Or her, whomever.
Okay. Again, we sit at the boss's table. So that's good. What else? Any other concerns with the jail? What about the food? Anybody had any complaint about the food? What about the laundry cleanness? Anybody got questions about the
Jail, not feds.
okay.
Hygiene.
Hygiene, what about it?
To see if check and make sure they're getting their soap and body wash every week. I don't think it's soap no more. I think it's body wash.
And make sure they're getting the supplies so that they can clean the food.
Yeah.
Clean what they do.
Make sure they get the sanitizing their dorm and stuff like that. Cause some days they don't bring the cleaning supplies to the dorm and leave them in there with, you know, after 20 men use the toilet 4 times a day. And you have to sit down on, and the toilet paper too. Sometimes they run out of toilet paper and don't have toilet paper in there.
Okay. Toilet streets.
Well, then you might want to ask the women's sanitary items.
Yeah.
They don't do that either.
They don't do it at all.
We don't get
That's on the list.
That's on the toiletries part.
Yeah.
We gotta include all of them.
Yeah, because I think that I heard some women say that they don't give the pads out for the women all the time.
No, they don't.
Okay. What about the accessibility to the community, to the jail? Who is it that is the watchman from the communities? Not nobody that's not social workers that's on the payroll that works for the jail. Won't do. But what about the accessibility of the community? So advocate.
Yeah.
Do they have citizens?
Advocate accessibility.
Okay, wait a minute. We just like advocate, and that would be me and you, anybody that we choose that would have access at any time, and even if they have to have some training, advocacy. Advocate. Now we did have that. Like we went to class. And we did. And we had cars that we could go in.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah. But then COVID came and that stopped it. But we can go back to that. Yes. Now the question for jail.
As far as being able to go in there, clergy still can go in there, but they put a limitation on the ones that can go in there due to the fact the fentanyl was getting in, other things was getting in, and the cooking staff, as far as the cooking staff goes, they was bringing stuff in and planting it into food, corn dogs, whatever they can do to get it up on the deck for other people. So they have piped down on a lot of things in there.
So we want to ask about what's the question?
What is going on with the cooking staff? And how is it that the cooking staff can bring stuff in and the ones that's in there get this stuff and contribute it to the
So you're talking
door?
about drug accessibility.
Everything.
Background checks on staff.
Everything.
If you want to narrow that down, background checks.
Okay. Come on, let's squeeze it. Get one out of 10. Yeah, background. Okay. Any other questions for the?
And the programming. See, make sure they have an NA and AA in there for people who have addiction issues if they're dealing with that. If they getting to go to meetings or something like that to help with their addiction, mental health.
Okay, go back.
Okay.
Religious services for all religion.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's big.
Let's take one more. Yes.
The visitation.
We got-
Religious.
We got that visitation.
Religious. I'm talking
Of religion,
the
religious
inmates,
service.
they're there.
Come back again.
The inmates, their visitation coming in. The people come outside to visit. Are the rules still the same? I don't know if it changed.
On visitation.
Yeah. Since COVID, I don't know if you still allowed to go out to, you know, how they do it now. So we need to know.
Visitation and religious service, yes.
They changed the visitation.
Right.
So when I go to jail, I bring some papers. I bring the papers so you can look at it.
Yeah.
But they changed it completely.
Well, he'll let us know when we sit at the table, because he already have this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, thank y'all. Yes, wait a minute.
I'd like to know how many people were arrested and then they go to court and then they get added charges.
That's not jail, I don't think.
Yeah, when they go to jail.
Does the jail have control over that? That don't sound like jail, do it? That don't sound like the jail. The jail follows the dictates of the court. So I think that goes over into the county. We might have
That
to-
happens
It
too.
happens while you're in the jail, but
Okay.
The jail's not in
Okay.
control.
All right, thank you for putting
And
it.
then I understand, I think the jail follows the direction of the West Court.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to say that when the chief was here, he said that they were going to start establishing phone calls for every inmate.
Free. They do that.
Yeah, they're supposed to do it every day.
They do that now.
Every day?
They get one free call.
Okay.
every day.
Oh, okay.
All right. I remember you
Well, we can get some, again, phone calls. We can get some clarity to nail it in.
said. All right.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to bring up the fact that, if and when we get the people, no more than 15 that's gonna go in, there is a requirement, we got to have your full name, we have to have your birthday, and the last 4 digits of your social security number, that's a requirement, because before you can come in and meet at the table, they have to, they have to check you. So,
Well, we'll get that tonight, 'cause I'm
No, I won't be busy, but I'm just letting you know that if you're gonna be part of going there,
Yeah.
it's a requirement.
But I'll be sending this tonight,
Jail.
because we're gonna try to get folk there tomorrow. Okay. I'm trying to get there tomorrow, because I want them to come back and give a report Friday. So that's why I'm gonna email this stuff tomorrow in the names. And not only that, but we want to be able to do this at least once a month. At least the table, the voices will have ability. And it won't take that much time after we get these questions out of the way. We'll have more, it won't have to set the table as long.
Right.
You know, we just come in and say, table, hey, give us an update, let's walk through. Okay, and it can be different person. Yes, Brother Frank.
To piggyback on what Sister Margaret was saying, I mean, I would like to go, but I won't be able to go because of my working habit. But I mean, when this group right here or whoever collects that information, it's not that you walk out the door and you find the information laying on the floor, on the table, something. Those are people's personal information.
Yes, sir.
That stuff has to be protected. So you have to be careful as to who takes that, who gets that information, and make sure that it is used wisely, and then it is put up somewhere where it's protected. Not asking to scribble down, then it's laying out there on the desk and go out the door. Because some things you can hold yourself, this group liable for.
Okay, so we'll get that Sister Margaret tonight. Amen. Let's get it beyond one person, Sister Margaret. Well, be responsible. Now we did have someone. So if you got something, you got a warrant, I can take you. Don't go.
Child support looking for you. Don't go.
La 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 la. The boy came up with under arrest. I got a warrant for you. La 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 la. That lady went to jail. You know, because we was able to, because of our relationship, we was able to get it expedited quickly. But if you got anything, then don't go.
No, I just want to get past on this. That we already have the 4 names, Nikki, Lorenzo, Bridgewater, myself, and you. So, anyone
Okay,
else?
tonight please see her. Okay, and if we have to cut off, then the next, we'll maybe go next time. But we definitely want members of the voice. We don't want anybody outside of the table or the voice. So because we don't want to go in and mess up. What we got. We got a. Excuse me, Sister Nikki. We got a relationship that we can call and get in, and we don't want nobody that's not even a part of the table on the voice of Lord to go in.
There's a relationship and there's a trusted relationship.
Trusted relationship.
So if you're going to do this stuff, you need to have integrity and keep the integrity of the voice of Lord intact, because a lot of times we have all this going on and anybody runs in and put their name on this, that, and the other one, and then next thing you know, they out there doing something wrong. When they get stopped, they, well, I'm part of the voice of Lord. Then you use your integrity.
So it has to be approved by me and also by the jail. Get ready to go to our education? Yes. Anything else on the jail?
I would like to say something about the membership.
Well, no, we're on the jail right now. Jail. Okay, you can give me a report. Right now, I'm on the jail. Okay, then we're going to come back. Anything else on the jail? So I'm going to close out the jail.
One more. Recreation for their help.
Well, excuse me.
Sometimes they don't get to go to gym. And they have them locked in the 6th floor for days. And then they take them to rec probably once a month or 2 times out of the month. And they're supposed to get recreation 3 days a week.
Okay.
And they might just be getting it maybe once a week, maybe once every 2.
Recreation, 5 hours a day.
Okay, recreation. Any other questions before we close it out? Yes, about the jail.
The capacity of how many people can be in that room. Because they have 24 bunks, and that's all that's supposed to be in there.
Yes,
so
sir.
There's 24 more people on the floor.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very true.
Population. Yeah, population.
Population exploding because because the state is not picking up their inmates that's been on the news time and now again, and they're trying to straighten that out. So
Okay, questions on the jail? Yes.
And the response to a sickness that might be on one of the cellmates. One of my friends, he ended up getting sick in there, and they never responded to it.
Okay, we got this at the top. Thank you. It's at the very top. It's at the very top. Okay. All right, thank you. Now, this information will be sent out tonight going to the director, and I already told him that we will be sending out questions, our concerns, so that he can have time to really get the information. When we sit down, we'll be able to expeditiously address these issues. All right?
Bishop.
Okay, yes.
One more question. I know we're talking about the jail, and what about the federal prisoners? What is there an issue with solving that issue?
Yes, and that comes under the federal, and we are going to have this week is the Commonwealth. I think we're getting ready to have, after that, the DOJ talked to me today and said they will be coming back, and they will be at the table at this meeting. So we get an opportunity to. But there's somebody down at that place where we're going tomorrow that's in town that we can ask that question.
That's what I was asking you. I thought the DOJ was supposed to be here for that, and that's what everybody's going to be talking about these different things.
Not as I know of. But I do know that there's an office that we went to after the DOJ did a report. There's the U.S. Is that the U.S. Marshal? It's right across from White Castle. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
It's a federal building.
That's what we're going to do.
No, I'm talking about it's another building across from like this. We got the federal where we went for Grandmaster J.
That's the state building.
State, okay. There's somebody in there, and David. Charity General. That's it. Okay. No, not okay, but that's another person that we do need to know. So we can find out on the federal what's going on.
U.S. United States Attorney General. We have Attorney General for the state of Kentucky, and you have Attorney General for the United States.
Okay, well that's the way.
We have office there.
To answer your question, that office will be able to do that. Okay, let's move quickly. Now, sister, you have a report from the inmates?
No, I have a report on the membership.
Okay, well, we're okay. We're going to be addressing that because we do want people to join and become a member. As a matter of fact, I got someone that has already sent their money in for the membership, and we will definitely be addressing that so that those of you that are here, you can sign up for the membership because we can kind of give you that. Let's give our educational up to date. Sister Monica from our public educational.
Good afternoon, everybody. Two things on the agenda. House Bill 538. House Bill 538 pertains to the expulsion of our children that act out. I need you all to contact your congresspeople and share with them that you're not interested in having that bill. As we know, most of the time, most of our children are the ones that are expelled from the schools.
Yes, ma'am.
I encouraged you a couple of weeks ago to attend your PTA meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not concerned if you don't have children, because your child is my child.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And it really does take a village to encourage and support our families. Next, lastly, there is a shortage session that is being held for those students who have been affected by the COVID lockout.
Yes, ma'am.
It's imperative that you go on the JCPS website, get the information, and all the young people that you know that are affected by it, please enroll them in that program.
Okay.
I can't stress that enough, because usually our children are already behind to begin with, and COVID did not assist in them getting further ahead.
Right.
So please, I see them every time I go to work. I'm talking teenagers that cannot count you your change back, even when the amount is stated on the register. I'm talking about teenagers that cannot fill out simple job applications. Okay, where do you think that's going to lead? Okay, it is incumbent upon us to make sure that our children are well educated.
Yes, ma'am.
It doesn't matter where we are, where we've been, but we're to make it better for the next 2 or 3 generations. Can I encourage us? Show up at these meetings.
Yes, ma'am.
Please don't be dismissive. When you hear House bills and things of that nature pertaining to our schools, kind of do your research so you'll know what you're talking about when you go to these PTA meetings, when you sit in the board meetings. Don't let them make decisions about your child's education and you not be participatory in it. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
Then you want me to pray for them when they're in prison. That doesn't make sense. Let's be proactive. Some things we can avoid, and unlike the boys, education is a tool. And it is the key for some people.
Yes, ma'am.
Some people are on hands, okay? Vocational skills. But the point I'm making is they have to have the basics to make that decision.
Right.
And if you can't read, write, or do arithmetic,
Yeah.
You're kind of dead in the water already. So let's encourage our young people. And then they've got this thing called this new math.
New man.
Crazy. One of my degrees is in math. Had me messed up.
Hey, you messed up.
So again, please be attentive to what your young people need.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you're showing that attention, sometimes you'll fray off all this bad behavior. When they know you care and we care, then they tend to be a little bit more, they have a little bit more self-esteem. They're not looking for it in all the wrong places. So again, House Bill 538,
Okay.
dealing with the expulsion of our children. And you know our children, it takes a different type of person to handle them. Okay? I'm just going to leave it there. And then that shorted session to make up for the time lost during COVID. Please go on JCPS's website and get the particulars on that, please.
Yes. When is the meeting? When are they? When's the next?
I didn't get a
Is it on
chance.
Tuesdays?
The board meetings are every other Tuesday.
Okay.
Every other Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
We would love for those of you that would like to join that committee to help her. You are interested in education. Some people interested in jail. Some are interested in other facets. Then please get with us. Let's get a donation tonight. We take offering every week. Yeah, amen. The best that you can in Jesus' name.